Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to take a look at the new team of the week, as well as give you a quick update on my team build and talk about the 4 set items that came out yesterday in the Winter National event. Also, real quick, if there's an issue reported with HUT Champs cards on Xbox, before you guys flood the comments with that, that's a known issue. EA will get that resolved, but if you're having issues with your HUT Champs packs, that is why. It's a known thing. So guys, please subscribe for daily NHL content and give the video a like if you do enjoy it. All right, let's get into today's content. All right, guys, we will kick it off with the 87 Phil Kessel. Not a huge fan of this just because Light the Lamp, like, I guess it's okay for a winger card, but it really is one of the lesser useful player-based synergies. Not that wrist shot accuracy isn't bad. That's actually really good for for a winger, but balance is nice as well. But speed, acceleration, agility are all far better. And then, offensive awareness by +3 and hand-eye on a winger is really not, there's no point to that. So that's why it's not a huge go out and get. I would honestly just rather take the base Phil Kessel with Speedster and save all the coins if you're looking for an upgrade. This is a great card without it, though. If you have Distributor as well, the 92, this could be a nice lower tier right-handed winger card for your team without Light the Lamp. But obviously, if you have Gretzky too, that might help out. But not really, not a huge fan of this, just because the base card I think is better. Then we've got the 87 NICKLAS BACKSTROM. Again, this is a pure winger card. He only has 74 on the faceoff with the Wingman synergy. Okay, so Wingman's not terrible either. I mean, it's got 92 acceleration, which is nice, and then again, wrist shot accuracy and passing, which I think is a little bit better than Light the Lamp. That being said, you probably don't have this activated either. He does have 87 speed, acceleration, 89 agility right out the gate, and 85 shot with all 90 basically, all 90 hand stats except for hand-eye, which isn't really useful on a winger. And body checking's low, but he's 6'1", and he's a winger, so it's not really something you need to worry about. Defensive awareness and stick checking are nice. This is a decent left-handed winger card, guys. Not as good as the base Connor McDavid, but that's right around the value you should be looking at. Then we've got the 87 Jonathan Huberdeau with the Workhorse synergy. Now, Workhorse is becoming one of my more, interesting ones I'm trying to acquire, just because I think that acceleration, balance, and endurance, when you combine them all, plus having Distributor activated, I now have Spark and Swarm activated. If you can get Workhorse on as well, your team is just, like, those players are absolutely insane. I've mentioned that Colton Parayko, the master item from Halloween, which could be a fantastic card if you have this activated. But let's pretend you don't. And, and again, the base Huberdeau with Speedster, in my opinion, is still better. So this one would be a pass as well. I would sell this card for whatever the going market rate is. Then we've got the 83 TOMAS HERTL, 6'2", 220. I love TOMAS HERTL in NHL 20. He just does not have a great build for NHL 21. Again, not fast enough. 84 speed. Just at this stage it's going to feel sluggish. That's the thing, guys. And again, not that these are bad cards. I love HERTL. Obviously, he's one of my favorite players. It's just, you're going to hinder yourself if you go out and pick this up, as opposed to, like, he's a left-handed card. Like, would you rather have 83 TOMAS HERTL or, like, the base Sebastian Aho? Like, those are, or Nikolai Ehlers even. Like, they're just far better ones for much cheaper. Then we've got the 86 Alexander Radulov. This is actually a pretty interesting card. Again, this is right in line with, like, base Stamkos and Sagan, only on the left side, which there just isn't a lot for base card teams. For a free-to-play team, this Alexander Radulov isn't bad at all, and probably one of the better releases today in this week's event. Then we've got the 85 NAZEM KADRI with the Gladiator synergy. Gladiator is not bad on this card, but again, I would rather 85 skating is like the lowest you want. I wish his face-off were a little bit higher. This card would honestly, I would love to see this card, with Thief maybe, because his, he's got 85 shot across the board, 85 hand stats, 85 skating, and 85 body checking. It's just his face-offs are kind of low, so you're putting him on the wing. It's just, and then you're improving on stuff that he's already decent in. I don't know. I just think that there are better options as well than this NAZEM KADRI. Moving on, we've got the 83 Cam Atkinson. This one isn't bad at all, just because, again, shutdown, not really one you're looking to target. However, there are a few defenseman cards that could use it. I think that defensemen in this game, it's really underrated to have slapshot accuracy because a lot of them have really high power but really low slapshot accuracy. So like the Roman Josi master item, for example, and I believe I'm just doing this off the top of my head, but not BOQVIST, I believe has or maybe sorry, I think I'm thinking of Brandstrom. One of the defensemen that came out that was left-handed that is like a light version of Roman Josi has shut down as well, I believe. There are a few cards that you could use to activate it. This is a lot like Workhorse, where I think for a defenseman, it's a great card, or a great synergy. However, 87 speed, acceleration, and agility, just base rate alone, isn't terrible. The problem is he's 5'8", so even with shutdown, you get up to 80 body checking, that's kind of useless. Shot blocking is useless as well, so all you're getting is slapshot accuracy, so this is probably an avoid. There's better righties. Like, I'd rather take base Sagan, Stamkos, or Kessel over him. Then we've got the 79 Joel Farabee. Does come with Swarm, which is nice, and Wingman. When you combine the two, it's not bad, but again, pretty tough to activate, and he's not going to do enough for you to actually use, so this is a pass. Then we've got the 83 Alex Tuch from the Golden Knights. 6'4", 222 is fantastic. Size in the defensive zone, fantastic. You combine that with Howitzer that's got speed and agility at 85, and then shot at 87. If you have distributor and you're looking for a lower card that could kill penalties, this would be a really good option. But outside of that, not really a good get. Then we've got the 80 Josh Ho-Sang. I can't believe he's only 24. Like I feel like this guy's just been around for forever. Spark and Howitzer is a great synergy combo, and if you had them activated, this is actually a half-decent card. Problem is, 77 balance, 77 endurance. He's going to run out of all of his speed immediately, and he's going to lose the puck with like a slight gust of wind. So while the synergy combo is nice, and it could help you if you are trying to activate Spark, but on your fourth line, maybe I'd rather have him than some of the bronze cards, but just still not enough. Then we've got Emili Suomi, heart and soul passing playmaker, hard avoid. Like there's, big time pass. And then we've got Matthias Rossi with distributor and workhorse. If you have both of these activated, he's still not usable. I mean, other than, again, synergy for a synergy boost if you're looking for distributor and workhorse, but there's probably silvers that I'd rather have than him. This is a nice combo, but as he basically boosts every single skating stat for him, but he's not going to hit the broadside of a Bard with that shot. Then we've got the 87 Roman Josi. Again, so this is like the light version of his 90 Master Set item. Again, with shutdown, you see there his shot accuracy gets up, and he's got basically 90 slapshot power, almost 90 accuracy. 85 speed is okay, but the master item is just kind of on the cusp of being a great card. This is, again, falling under that. He's got great defensive stats. You want to see a little bit faster, but left side needs help. There isn't a lot of good left-handed defensemen, and you could probably get him for pretty cheap, so anything under, like 80K would be the most I'd spend for him. I'm curious to see what he's going for, but I wouldn't go very high. Then we've got 85 Rasmus Ristolainen. Again, was so good in NHL 20, but in 21, just not a good build. 6'4" is great defensively, but he's really slow with that 83 speed. And, the shot's okay. And passing playmaker actually boosts the accuracy in passing and stick checking, which isn't a bad. You know what? I kind of talking myself into this. If you have distributor, this might be again another decent shutdown right-handed defenseman, but I just don't see who you would replace, because there's enough cheap right-handed defensemen, I think, in the game. Then we've got the 84 Ryan Pulock with Speedster. While Speedster saves him from being completely useless, he's 6'2", 214, which is nice, but even with Speedster, he gets up to 86, so if you're looking for this card, you probably don't have distributor activated. Now, if you do, then he's definitely usable. His shot's kind of weak, and his defensive stats are okay. It's 87 stick checking, 85 defensive awareness. He's not terrible. Again, if you need an upgrade, like you could, I don't know if I think I'd rather have Chris Letang over him, the base Chris Letang, so keep that in mind. Then we've got the 84 Adam Fox with Magician. This is unfortunate because his Halloween card is still better than him, so this is a hard pass. Just go get the Halloween one. It's still better. Then we've got the 79 Ville Heinola, Barrage, and Gladiator. Nope, hard pass. The synergies aren't good enough, and he's only got 80 speed. 76 Keegan Lowe was shut down and balanced. We're not at a stage where you can get enough, enough synergies to make balance, actually one to acquire. Shutdown on him doesn't save him nearly enough. 6'1" with 79 speed and a 63 shot accuracy. The 85 Jonathan Quick. Sick. Well, good thing is he's not going to be, you know, a good card for you. He's got 90 aggression, and he's not, you know, the rest of his stats aren't going to help you out. That's too high of an aggression. There's way more cards I would rather have than him. So, thankfully, we get to avoid Jonathan Quick. And then we've got the 81 VIKTOR FASTH. Same kind of situation. Lower aggression is nice. Stats, you know, glove height 81 is not going to help you out now when you've got 90 snipers. With Swarm, which is okay, but yeah, again, you can do much better for backup goaltenders. Alright guys, so that is going to do it for the team of the week. Again, kind of a weaker one, but that's fine. You know, they all can't be huge winners. Taking a look at my team, I showed you guys yesterday, I was able to activate the Spark, Distributor, Swarm, Howitzer, and Speedster, and my team is absolutely buzzing. This is the best I've played in NHL 21. Obviously, my team is absolutely nuts, but I'm in high Division 2, like I'm at like 2,050 points, so I'm playing great players every single time, and I'm having, you know, the best success with it. I'm playing very good teams, and you know, while my team is absolutely stupid nasty, this is awesome. I'm having a blast with it. Then in net, I've got RITOLAINEN, who's been okay. I still want to get the 92 Bobrovsky just to try him out. I'm curious to see how he plays, and then once I do that, I'm going to replace this Iginla with Line A and then see what we can do. But it's been really fun so far with this squadron. But that also leads me, you know, into the other thing I want to talk about, which is those 4 sets. I told you guys yesterday that the prices should fall. Be careful if they fall too much, guys, because tomorrow they're out of sets, and they still have value. Like, TOMAS is basically a Jerome Iginla light, and Jerome Iginla isn't going for a lot, but I saw this card for $225 earlier. If it gets down to $225, I'm buying it, because Distributor is still valuable, and he's still a good card. It's just Jerome Iginla. You can basically get Jerome Iginla for, like, a little bit, about 50, 60K more, so there's no point in getting that. But the other cards as well you want to keep an eye on. So RASMUS Kupari, who is basically Saku Koivu light, going for about 300K. Again, I wouldn't buy at this price, but tomorrow, you know, throughout the day, watch for it. If you see them for like 250, in my opinion, that's a nice buy because it costs 300K to make. In gold collectibles, so 250 is nice. You're saving some coins there, and these cards have great value because they're actually just good. Like Speedster and Spark on this card, if you have Distributor too, 99 wrist shot power. Like that's a great buy. The other ones again are Adam BOQVIST, who is basically a light version of Drew Doughty. It looks like they went around and they looked at some of the other master sets and just gave versions that are slightly worse because they have the same synergies basically. So if you're looking for Drew Doughty, this one was actually going for like 200 even. I'm curious to see what it is. Yeah, so again, I would say about 200K, 210K for this card. It's a very good defenseman card, so keep that in mind. Be on the lookout for him. All right, guys, so that is going to do it for today's content. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Make sure that way you get daily NHL content. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time.